Hello, welcome to my first ever vlog regarding music education and learning. And let's just jump right into it. After reading Repositioning the Elements, How Students Talk About Music, I've recognized that what they're saying in this reading is so correct. The elements of music, they're so important. They are the basis of how music is created. But in some senses, not everyone can understand and comprehend the elements of music. While they are the basis of all music, they're not what music actually is. Music is so much more than just the elements that make it. Yes, elements are good for when you're composing or writing down music or further analyzing it in great detail. Like it says in the article, just learning about the musical elements and all the dead white composers, we can't appreciate what music actually is. It's like the elements are a force field in front of us, and we're just standing at the edge. We're not getting anywhere near it, but like as soon as we open up the gates, open up the force fields, go past the elemental force field, we get into the vast open stage, the vast world of music. And music is all around us. As stated in the reading, music, the educational system about it, it's outdated. It's been taught for so many years, and like everything around us, everything that's happening in the news, Black Lives Matter, and Indigenous people's lives matter. Every child matters. Music is changing. It's constantly changing. New artists are coming out every single day. I don't understand why we're still learning about the same old white men who are dead. They've been dead for years. Yeah, they're classic people. We can appreciate the classics. But when we're learning about music as a whole, it's so much more than a bunch of dead white men. To comment on page 46's Mersel's 1958 excerpt, it's all a lie. We don't need to understand the elements of music to appreciate it. Music, it's not just about the notes on the paper, it's how it sounds, it's how it feels to us. And you can still appreciate music even if you don't know how it's being made. You can hear it with your ears, you can feel it in your mind, and that's good enough. When you are teaching music, I do believe it's important to have some general knowledge of pitch, rhythm, harmony, dynamics, and all those good things. But like it says in the reading, we should not be marked on it. It brings people down. A side tangent, one of my very many side tangents. When I was in grade 8, I hated music. Partially because we were tested on every little aspect of music, all the nitty-gritty things, and I wasn't always good at that. I couldn't match pitch at all. There's also people in my class who are really good at music, and that didn't make me feel very good. It didn't make anyone in the class feel good because it separated us. Music shouldn't separate us. Music does, and it should bring us together, you know? People have been sharing music since the beginning of humankind. The indigenous peoples, they would use music. They would share stories through music. Music is about storytelling. It's about feeling things. It's not all about the nitty-gritty harmony and timbre and pitches. It's about how we feel. Most of the generalized music courses only teach us about mainly the greats. Beethoven. I probably butchered his name. Bach, you know? Why don't they teach us about indigenous people's music? How come I never got taught that? The music standard of how we learn about the music of the past is outdated, racist, and sexist. It only mainly focuses on the dead white composers. Maybe, just maybe, if we started teaching music, us educators who are learning to become educators, if we started teaching music that was exciting, current, maybe students would start coming to class. Maybe students would start signing up for music class if they knew it wasn't just about the nitty-gritty elemental stuff. And the thing is, even if you're not in music class, you can't escape music. Music is all around us. It's unavoidable. Now, the thing is, when I was growing up, I was in a small, mainly white Christian neighborhood. I never listened to rap music. I may have heard it in a couple of commercials. Not even a couple of commercials. But now, after living and growing up with that for so long, rap music doesn't sound normal to me. I wish I would have learned the cultural significance of it when I was in school. Why would they teach about rap in school? They don't, because the heads who are writing all these curriculums are all racist and sexist. The whole world is racist, and it bothers me. Music needs to be accessible to everyone, not just those who know how to do RCM. I don't know how to do RCM. Yeah, I learned, but I don't have a certificate to put on it. It shouldn't be all about testing. I'm reiterating that again. I know that's the main thing in this whole entire reading. Some questions in the reading. Who decides which music is valued? I would say normally the big, powerful people in the high-ups of the curriculum. And as it stands, statistically, mostly white men. So that will make it a little more difficult. I understand this is all opinionated and I have no facts towards it. As I mentioned earlier, the only way that we can achieve musical inclusion without tokenism is by changing things. The world is constantly changing. It's always changing. And it is up to us educators to fix that curriculum, that racist, sexist curriculum, to make it better, to make it more inclusive. And I think step one, get rid of the greats, the great composers. We don't need to learn about them. Sure, they did things and made some good songs that are now royalty free. Are they important though? Do little kids and high schoolers even give a dang about them? No, I appreciate it because I am a music kid, but non-music kids, they don't care. And honestly, I do feel for the music educators out there. It's not easy to want to stray away from the norm, and it's going to take time. And there's nothing we can do about it until we actually get on the curriculum board members, you know? We aren't used to change in music. Music is being very stagnant right now in the education world. Well, all the new artists and the new composers, they're going all over the place. But education, we gotta stay in this small little hole. Well, the whole world is spinning around in circles. What does anti-racism have to do with music? Well, as a white person who has recently been trying to open up my eyes and to change my way of thinking towards the BIPOC community, I do believe at one point in my life, and stereotypically with those who are uneducated, in a white person's mind, like my own mind was at one point, it associates black music with violence. We need to disassociate ourselves with that. That connection shouldn't be there. Yes, some of the topics in the songs are about that. It's also about the people's struggles they've been through. It's a message, F the police. Yeah, the police are terrible towards the BIPOC community, but that's not what we're talking about. If only there's a curriculum that could have all the music together, that would be amazing. But that is so complicated because there's so many types of music. And the main problem that we have with Black History Month, I believe, is we focus on the oppression and all the terrible things that us white people have done to the black community. But in reality, under all those layers and layers of oppression, there is so much success and stories and music making. Thank you to the black community for inventing jazz and rock and rap. The black community has done so much for music. Why can't we represent that more in music education? I would like to apologize now for going on many tangents, and I hope that this video isn't too long for all my viewers out there that are listening to this, but let's continue with my jumble of words that are a little unorganized. I believe that everyone can make music. Anyone. Doesn't matter your identity, your ethnicity, how you identify yourself. Doesn't matter if you are on the spectrum of autism. Everyone can comprehend music. And as stated many times, the educational system doesn't allow all of us to learn music for what it really is. Once we as new educators get to the front lines, the head offices who change the curriculums, I hope we can make a difference, and I hope that we can make music more accessible to everyone. Because music isn't just about the nitty-gritty, like I said already. It's about sharing, it's about growing, it's about learning together. Music brings people together. Why do you think we have concerts? Because we all appreciate music. Even if you say you don't like music, you like music. Why do you get songs stuck in your head? Because you like music. Music is a part of our lives. It's not escapable already. Not only does music connect us together, but it paints an image in our minds, similar to the exercise that we did in class. Music is just another form of art. Music is another way that we can express ourselves. Music makes us feel things inside and all in our bodies. Music makes us dance. Music makes us happy and sad. Music is kind of cool, you know? Music is kind of incredible. I'm so grateful to be here, to be able to learn new methods and techniques, to one day pass on this gift, this ball of energy, this ball of music to others. What I really want to learn from this class is how I can make music more accessible. Because I do believe, genuinely, everyone needs access to music. I've heard on the internet that music helps us stay alive longer. It helps build connections with people, and making music, appreciating music is so important in life. Without music, where would we be? Now that concludes my very first rant reflection video for music, learning, and education. Thank you very much for sticking out till the end. I see you. I know my true fans out there, Dr. Schmidt and Donna. I know you're watching this, and I appreciate you very much. Even if you just skimmed to the end, I appreciate you guys, and I'm excited to learn more in the future. Until next time, bye-bye.